Okay, so till yesterday we have seen this 1857 revolt and 1858. Now what has happened? After 1857, there was no big leader or no big king or queen who can challenge these British officers, right? This East India Company. But at the same time, there was issue going on in different villages. For example, tribals and peasants. Okay, that is also very very important section in the modern history. You have tribals like Birsa Munda, Santal Rebellion. Okay, so on other side, what is happening slowly one by one, the tribals and the peasants they are creating pressure on this East India Company. So what these people are thinking, the Queen and the British, that okay, it was easy for us to defeat a king and queen and to control that big land, but now it is very difficult to control these small pockets. Okay, we don't have that much manpower and we don't have that much weapons that we can control small areas. So now they are thinking what to do, and this goes on till 1885. Okay, this goes on till 1885. Now, what is happening in the year 1885? In history books, directly it will be mentioned that there was a person who was a retired British civil servant. His name is Alan Octavian Hume. Okay, you can take down this name. Alan Octavian Hume. He was a retired British civil servant. What he did was that he called all the Indians, those who are abroad or those who are in India, the Indian leaders, the educated leaders, he called everyone together, and he had a vision that why you people are fighting in a different direction. Why can't you all come together, have a same setup on a particular stage? Why can't you come together and fight this British? Oh no, you can have a demand, whatever your demand is there, you tell it in one voice, come together and you can tell it. So this is what his idea was. So now this incident happens in a place that is Bombay, 24th of December 1885. All these Indian leaders, educated leaders, they come together and now they decided to start a political party, that is Indian National Congress. Yes? 24. Just you are asking the correct date? Just take down 24 and present. And while giving notes, I'll correct it.
Sir, one more thing.
Yeah.
Sir, I think I went and researched. All the after Vellore mutiny, all the sons of Tipu Sultans were taken to Calcutta. There they will die, sir.
Okay. There they took it.
They will take to Calcutta. But there are again two types of arguments. Like British people say they died by themselves, but Indians say they were assassinated in
Yes. Yeah, that's what. No, that's where like some ambiguity, confusion will always be there in history. That's why to be safe, okay, Tipu Sultan died. The next soldiers and all they were killed. Just remember this much. Okay, fine, good.
Sir, why he was supporting Indians? Sir? He was British.
I'll tell. No, why that you should tell me now. Well, I'll tell you that complete story that you will tell me now. Okay, so listen to this completely. Okay. So now Indian National Congress was started in Bombay. Okay, and on December 1885. But what happens here? Alan Octavian Hume he gave the idea, but he is telling that I will not be the chairman. I will not be the president of this. Right. So what happened here? There was a gentleman. His name is Vyomesh Chandra Banerjee. Okay. Vyomesh Chandra Banerjee. He becomes the first president of Indian National Congress. Okay, he becomes the first president of Indian National Congress. And we have already seen that from 1773, we have different governor general for Bengal, then we have governor general for India. Okay, all these things goes on, right? But now, the question here in examination for you will be, in 1885, who was the viceroy? Who was the chief? That is Lord Dufferin. Okay, Lord Dufferin. These things you have to keep in mind. Lord Dufferin. Okay, they started this political party. Now in this, there are other tall leader. They are Firoz Shah Mehta. Firoz Shah Mehta. Then you have Dada Bhai Nauroji. Okay, Dada Bhai Nauroji. Okay, there is a long list of other important leaders. Okay, so from 1885 they all come together and they yes.
Dufferin was viceroy of
Yes. Yeah. He was the chief when INC was started. He was the Indian officer, like British officer who was ruling India. Fine. So now here, these three. I'm just giving you some examples. Who are the tall leaders here? Okay, there are other lists also. So all these leaders they came together. Now what they are telling that the Queen. See, I told you after 1858, who will take direct care of India? The Queen is going to directly take the care for India. But the Queen has appointed a person called as Viceroy. So whatever the actions or whatever is going to happen, it will be done via Viceroy. So what is happening? These people, they are going and talking to Viceroy, but the things are not getting changed. Okay, so this is the issue. So from the beginning itself, these people, they have a mentality that the Viceroy is not doing his job properly, but the Queen is doing a good job. Okay, so now we have to use a technique. So what this Indian National Congress people they used to do, they used to use PPP technique. The first P is prayer, next you have petition, and next you have protest. Prayer, petition, and protest. What does it mean? If there is a thing that new law or legislation is going to come in India, at that time, these INC members, these leaders, they will go and pray to this viceroy. Don't do this, don't do that. Okay, they'll try to request. No, no, it's not good. If that prayer fails, then they go via petition, via Supreme Court. Okay, and even during this time, the Supreme Court was in Calcutta. Understood? Now, after suppose if the petition is also failed, then they go into protest. Okay, this was the idea, and this is how the beginning. Oh no, the leaders they started fighting against the British rule. Okay, everything was going on in this way. But now there comes an issue that in the year 1905, okay, in the year 1905, Bengal was divided. Okay, Bengal was divided. This is called as Bengal Split. Okay, this is called as Bengal Split. Now, what is this Bengal Split? East Pakistan, or you can say Bangladesh and the West Pakistan. Okay, so here you have majority people are Muslims here and majority peoples are Hindus here. So what was happening slowly? See, 1857 I told you about Mangal Pandey, correct? Then I told you about Kunwar Singh, Jhansi Rani. So what is happening? That belt, the central part of India, that belt is always in violence. The people there, they don't have patience. Okay, they'll directly go and attack. Okay, they're directly for them the common words, the greeting itself is a bad word. Okay, here in South, they will start like Anne, Tambi, okay, Tamma, brother, okay, like this they will speak. But in North, if you go, they will start with B word, F word. Okay, it is common for them. So what is happening? Aggressive kind of people who don't, like for example, Jat people and those people, they have something in them that they immediately become aggressive. They break the things. Okay, so now what happens? Here, this Bengal was creating problem to this administration of this Britishers. Okay, so what is happening? The Britishers are thinking we have to do something for this Bengal region, otherwise it's very difficult to rule India. Understood? Very difficult to rule India. So now they decided that okay, let us try to divide this Bengal. Okay, so the Britishers they decided now the East India Company is gone from 1857. Now the British directly from London they are controlling. So now the British they are telling that dear Indians, it is very difficult to manage this whole big land. The population is very high. I am going to divide this into two half for the reason of administration. What is the reason here? I am finding very difficult to rule you guys properly. Okay, so administration issues are coming up. I am going to divide this. The British is told. Okay, but what was the real motive behind it? The motive was they wanted to divide this as East Bengal and they wanted to divide this as West Bengal. So West Bengal is in Indian side and East Bengal is in that. It was same India, but that was it like Muslim area. So East Bengal is full of majority Muslims and West Bengal it is majority Hindus. So they wanted to divide Indians into Hindus and Muslims so that there will be fight. Okay, and they decided to go ahead. But by that time, Indian National Congress they were angry. These members they were angry. They started doing prayer. This failed. They started doing petition. This also failed. They protested, but that also failed. So in 1905, Lord Curzon, important question, who was the Lord who divided this Bengal into two halves? That is Lord Curzon. So Lord Curzon, he went ahead with the partition of Bengal. Okay, he went ahead with partition of Bengal. This is what has happened. Okay, 1905. So now what is happening here? Coming back to the theory of safety valve theory. Safety valve theory. What is this safety valve theory? Did you understand now the story which I have told you till 1905? Yes. Right? Okay. Still there are many things in 1907 and okay. Just take down now this one important. Try to listen to this. If you go and read NCERT textbooks, only one or two paragraph it is given. And I think, see, this is one book, okay, Modern Indian History. Here they have given another small reference of just one page of safety valve theory. But here a separate dedicated chapter is given in this book for the safety valve theory. Understood? So I'm telling all the stories from this. So this book is very good to crack the exam. Okay, if you read each and every page, you by hearted each and everything, you will definitely crack this exam. IAS exam also you can crack. But suppose you are reading for the first time, you will not understand anything. You will not understand what is this, who is coming, Jallianwala Bagh, what is going on. You will not understand anything. So this is something called the stories. I am doing your half of your job is done in class now. I am telling you all the stories. Okay, so remember these stories and directly take this book and start learning it. Okay, so like that you can do it. You just open ये safety valve theory उसमें है क्या देखो index में, and here you just open here, you just open here safety valve theory in index. Okay, so this is what it is. Now some of the historians, the books which I am showing you is two authors. One is Bipin Chandra and another is Rajiv Iyer, is an IPS officer, Spectrum publication. Now if you read Ramchandra Guha books, there are some authors. Okay, Bipin Chandra, then Ramchandra Guha, then Romila Thapar. So these guys, they are historians. They read history, they know what is happening, and they'll write history in their perceptions. Okay, in their ideas. So what happens? They say that they say some points. At the same time, there are some historians, they say no, this is wrong, their idea is wrong. This is the reason why British have done this. So we'll have to understand both of their points. Okay, so let us try to understand, and this can be an explanation. Mains exam or essay topic, it can be a justify your answer safety valve theory. You got the point? Now, here some of the historians they say, those who are against, they say that formation of Indian National Congress, it was pakka planning, it was perfectly planned. Some historians what they are telling, the formation of Indian National Congress, it was perfect planning by the Britishers. Why? Now they are justifying why. I told you from 1858, the tribals they are uprising. It is very difficult for the British administration to control them. So now what is happening? Okay, you got it? You got it? No? It's okay, chalo, fine, I'll do it. It's okay, leave it. Keep it. Maybe they have changed that updation. Okay, look here, both of you. Now what has happened? From 1858 till 1885, we know that the peasants and the tribals are uprising. Britishers cannot control it. So now the Indians, they always give respect to the educated people, right? Educated guys. So now what is happening? If there is an illiterate boy or illiterate woman, they will always listen to the person those who are educated. So this Allen Octavian Hume and the Britishers, it is believed that this no, some historians they believe that Allen Octavian Hume was an agent. He was an agent. It was planned. Britishers they planned with Allen Octavian Hume that why can't we call all educated people together? Okay, all these educated people together, they are all fighting for the rights, correct? No, we will call them and we'll tell them that you start a political party. Okay, you start, and when you start, Viceroy will be afraid. Queen will come to know that whatever is going on. Okay, so Queen directly will know what is the suffering of people, even if Viceroy is creating problems. So why can't you start a political party? Indian National Congress. So some historians they say that it was perfect planning that Britishers want to rule some more years. They want to postpone this fight. They don't want to indulge in daily fight. So they planned and they started a political party. In order to give support to this idea, these historians they also say that the best example is 1905 Bengal Split. What is this? Bengal Split. So what is this? These historians they are telling Bengal Split, such a big land, where Bengal was always in violence, Punjab and Bengal always in violence. Why can't this political party stop that partition? Why? Because Britishers have already planned if we start a political party, if we allow Indians to start a political party kind of thing, they will just knock the doors of Viceroy and the Queen, but by the time I can do my work. Okay, I'll go ahead with my work. Let us see come what may. Okay, so this is what was the idea behind it. Some historians they are saying. Are you getting the point here? Okay, the historians, those who are against this safety valve, like they are telling us, yes, 100%, this was a safety. Britishers wanted to create a safety in India to rule for some more years. So when they support this idea of safety valve theory, they say that Indian National Congress was formed just because they wanted safety. Who wanted safety? Britishers wanted safety. This is just one example. Okay, this is just one example. Now slowly we'll keep moving ahead. Okay, and after that I'll come back to this point of Bipin Chandra, what he is arguing here in this book. Understood? So the thing is, you have to be careful. Whatever books or wherever you have read the story, you have to remember that. Otherwise, no, it will be difficult and in today's situation. Okay, fine. So 1905 Bengal split, and now what happens when Bengal was divided? The people there, Bengalis, Biharis, okay, all these people they were sad, okay, and Ganga river is flowing. They were all sad. They've never thought that India will be divided. Someone else is dividing. All these issues started. Okay, yeah.
Collective wealth theory was, I mean, which year did that came to?
It did not come. It did not come. It is not in year or date or anything, but it is a belief. It is a belief by some historians that INC was formed only for the safety of the Britishers. Some historians they say it. Some historians they say that no, it is wrong. It is not safety valve. It is nothing like that. I'll tell you that. Counterpoint, I'll tell you that. But for that you have to remember the complete thing till 1940 what is happening. You got it? What is this?
Not like completely.
Okay, good. Okay, just see that in अच्छा छोटा सा पेज होगा देखो 1885 के बाद होगा 1885 Indian National Congress उसके बाद होगा देखो. Okay, so now now 1900 you got it?
Was it safety valve?
Okay, so this is spectrum. ठीक है, spectrum. Rajiv Ahir, an IPS officer. All over students, those who write IS exam, they prefer this book. So in this book, page number 263, two paragraph the author has written what is safety valve. Okay, two paragraph. Next paragraph they are told Congress aims, objective, etc. Only this much is there for safety valve. Correct. But now the book which I am referring, okay, here this is chapter number 11. Complete chapter is dedicated to this no split theory. See, look here. Okay, complete story. You got the point. What is happening in and out? Okay, what is happening in 4 pages? Okay, 4 pages. So at least you have to bring yourself to understand this story. So what I am going to tell here is this stories I am going to tell you. But you don't put effort in reading this story. If you have time, okay, if you have time, you can do it. But you don't put effort. If you are interested, you can do it. Well and good. But directly what you do, sir has taught this. I know something ignition point is there, and you start to by heart this. Okay. What this author has done, he has taken notes from this book. You got the point here? Fine. Okay. And then I'll tell you this also. Why nowadays these books are something different. See now this India map. Can you see this India map?
Yes, sir.
Look at this. How this India map is. Even Pakistan, Bangladesh, all these maps. Complete country it is been mentioned here. So there is a reason behind the cover page. Okay. In back they will write why I have designed this cover like this. Everyone they will write it here. So I'll move forward. So when this Bengal split happened, the people there in Bihar, Bengal, they were sad and they started taking holy dip. They started walking barefoot. Okay, they started walking barefoot and they took holy dip in river Ganga and they sang a song. What is that? I already told it. Vande, Vande Mataram. Okay, Vande Mataram is written in which language?
Sanskrit language.
It is written in Sanskrit language. And this is written by whom? Bankim Chandra. Yes, Chatterjee. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee. Correct? Okay. And there is a book called as Anand Mat. Okay, Anand Mat. Remember all these things. And this everything was inspired by Sannyasi revolt. Okay, that's it. Sannyasi revolt. Now, if you may say that, okay, sir, from where you are telling this much, you have to refer the sources, these books. You have to refer the sources. What is happening, why he has written, what is Sannyasi revolt, all these things. When you refer the sources, when it is in your mind, then only you can understand what is written here. Okay, you got the point? So this is one thing. Vande Mataram. This is not expected in your NDA and CDS examination, but definitely in AFCAT, Coast Guard, etc. Got it? Next, things were moving ahead from 1905, and people, Congress supporters, Indian National Congress supporters, they were angry on the leaders, Firoz Shah Mehta. They were angry on Dadabhai Nauroji. They are telling, "Yaar, what kind of leaders they are? We believe in themselves that they will go and talk to Viceroy. They will go and talk to the Queen. They know English. They have studied, educated guys, right? So why can't they go and talk that India should be not divided, something like that?" So Indians were already divided. But on the same time, in the same Congress, there are a lot of leaders. Now they are taking extremism. Extremism means violence. Okay. So here you have leaders like Lokmanya Tilak, etc., etc. Okay, many leaders are there. So now there is one more rule that every year Congress will have a meeting in some city. Every year the Congress will have a meeting in some city. Imagine if the meeting is in Madras. If the meeting is in Madras, so that year there will be a new president. Okay, but there is one more rule. If the meeting is in Madras, a South Indian should not be a president. Understood? A South Indian should not be a president. So to make it, a whole a good party, they made it rule like this. So now what happened? In 1907, the Indian National Congress was about to have meeting in Kolkata. Okay, it was about to have a meeting in Kolkata. So this Banerjee, Mukherjee, all these Bengalis cannot take part. So either it can be a guy from South or it can be a guy from this Bombay province. Correct? No, Bombay province. So here everyone knew that if Lokmanya Tilak, all these guys, if they go there, Tilak will be the leader. Everyone knew that. And if Tilak comes to power, everyone knew one more thing, that Congress will not be so soft. They will be hard on these Britishers. Okay. But the leaders like Firoz Shah Mehta, all these people, they didn't like this hard way. They didn't like this extreme way, terrorism way. They don't like this. So now, what happened in the last movement, 1907, the meeting was here in Kolkata. This meeting, what they did, they shifted to Surat. Where they shifted? They shifted to Surat. So now tell me, when the meeting is shifted to Surat, can anyone from this Bombay province stand for the presidency?
No.
Can they stand for presidency? No. So what do you think? Indirectly, the leaders here, the top leaders here, what was in their mind? Why did they shifted this capital, this meeting? Yes, very good. They didn't want some extremist leader to come and take the charge of Indian National Congress. Okay, they didn't want this. You got the point, everyone? Okay, this is in history. But behind your mind, in your subconscious mind, you have to run a machine, that is safety valve theory. Okay, now tell me, some Britishers, they know that Indians, they will fight among themselves. They don't have unity. They know that they will fight among themselves. So we have to divide them, either ideologically or religiously or caste wise. We have to divide them. So now you tell me, the formation of this Indian National Congress. Okay, the formation of Indian National Congress, some historians, they say it was a safety idea for the Britishers. Now is it working or not working? It's working, right? It's working. So what is happening? Indians are fighting among themselves. They are not taking actions properly. They will go here, they'll go here. Okay, all these things are happening, and now Britishers are watching. Just they are watching the game. Okay, what is happening? So now the meeting goes to Surat, and here what happens in this meeting? The tension, the people were tensed up. They were angry. Everyone is going and meeting. They are just sitting here in angry mode. So this group is divided into two. One which support this Dadabhai Nauroji, Firoz Shah Mehta, all other people, and the other side they wanted extremist leaders like Tilak, etc., to be the leader. So the stage was set up. The chairs were there. There was a mic. Okay, there was a mic, and now the meeting is about to be started. And suddenly, this guy, Firoz Shah Mehta, is the most respected guy in this Congress, Indian National Congress, because he was there from the beginning of the formation. Now this guy, a very old man, he comes, he takes the mic, and he starts giving a speech. This is happening in Surat in 1907. Okay, so he started giving a speech. When he started giving his speech, just within few seconds, someone from the crowd, they threw chappal on him. What they did? चप्पल निकाल के फेंक दिया इनके ऊपर, फिरोज शाह मेहता. So what happened? The other section of the people, those who support, those who like these guys, what they will do? They will also get angry. So now in this situation, what happens? They had clashes. Okay, this group and this group, they had clashes. The clashes was so bad that there was blood in blood flowing in that meeting. And now police were just watching and they were just reporting to the senior officers. And during 1907, there was a guy called as Morley, and there was another guy called as Minto, Lord Morley. Okay, these guys, they were there in the center in Delhi, and they are getting the report that yes, in Indian National Congress in Surat, this clash is going on among Indians. So what shall we do? Shall I do lathi charge? Shall I stop this? So what is the order? Don't stop it. Okay, don't stop it. So now this Morley and Minto, they are happily there, commenting, Indian dogs are fighting with one another. They were so happy. Britishers are so happy. Yes, this is what we wanted. So what is happening? Every issue, at least 1 year to 10 years, Britishers are getting more time to do what? To rule India. Okay, this is what is happening. Now tell me, safety valve theory, working or not working? It's working. Okay, so this is what the supporters of the safety valve theory is doing it. Now the story of throwing a chappal, from where I gathered it, where it is. It is not there in the Spectrum book, but it is there in that Bipin Chandra book. Okay, so I'm telling to, I want to be safe because in future you become officer and you are giving a famous speech or you are doing something, you are teaching history to your students or your children. That time if you tell these things, and suppose if you are in trouble, that time again after 10 years it will come to me. This guy only taught me. Okay, you will be safe then. I know that's the reason. You have to remember from where the source is, especially when you are reading history, you should remember what is the source you are taking. Take it. So this is what it is. And 1907, these clashes were so bad. Now what happened? Dadabhai Nauroji is coming on the stage and is telling, okay, stop this fight. So those who are supporting moderate, like those who want peace, you will be separated, and those who want to attack this British government with extremism, terrorism, you will be separate. So from that day, what happened? Indian National Congress got divided into two. That is called as moderates and extremists. So moderates are the one who still believe in prayer, petition, and protest. Extremists are the one who believe in violence. Extremists are the one who believe in violence. So now Britishers were just waiting for this movement, and what happened in that particular movement? Here they got to know that there is a guy called as Tilak, Balagangadhar Tilak. His name is what? Balagangadhar Tilak. So now Balagangadhar Tilak has very less support. This is the right time to hit this iron and make it hot. So now what is going to happen? Tilak was arrested under Vernacular Press Act. Okay, he was arrested under Vernacular Press Act 1878. These are the bills, the acts they may ask you in history. Vernacular Press Act 1878. This act says that vernacular means what? What is vernacular meaning? Yeah. Vernacular means regional language. Regional. Hindi, Marathi, Kannada, Tamil, Gujarati. These are all vernacular language. Got it? Okay. Now try to listen here. Now under this Vernacular Press Act, any press, okay, any newspaper, if they are giving news against the British government, the editor, the machine, the printing machine, everything will be confiscated. Okay. Now they have made one more rule that the newspaper which is printed, one copy should go to the district magistrate, collector office. It should go to collector office. Collector should read, and he will say that yes, nothing wrong is going on. That was the thing. But here, as long before 1907, till 1907, Britishers could not touch this Tilak, Bal Gangadhar Tilak. They could not do anything. But when they know that there is no unity in Indian National Congress, immediately this Tilak was arrested and he was exiled. Tell me, what is the meaning of exile? He was exiled or deported. He was deported to Andaman and Nicobar for 18 months. For 18 months. Imagine 18 months he was in jail. Now, if you calculate on an average, each leader, how many years they spend in jail? Gandhiji spent 7 years in jail. The whole life, Gandhiji spent 7 years in jail. Nehruji 6 years. Okay, like this you have, no, now you have Tilak 18 months. Now what happened? Tilak has gone. See, 1857, what happened? All the kings gone, right? All the big leaders they gone. Now in 1907, these leaders are gone. So now there is no big leader who can take control of this Indian National Congress. Okay. So the news when this Tilak was arrested, the news when this Bal Gangadhar Tilak was arrested, it spread in Deccan area, Maharashtra and Gujarat area. People were sad because they knew that okay, this guy is going, maybe he'll return back or not. So that time people favorably they used to think about him. Lot of morchas and hartals and dharnas were going on. That's the reason this man he got a title called as Lokmanya. He got a title called as Lokmanya. Now what he did, why he is treated as a dangerous man, why he is considered as an extremist, that will see in extremist kind of Indian history, not here. Yeah.
You said that Andaman Nicobar was ruled by French people. French people.
No, no, no. Andaman Nicobar not by French.
Portuguese.
That was Spice Island. That was different. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So now this is what is happening. There was no leader, and Indian National Congress did not get support among the masses. Okay. This is what was happening. Now on the other side, slowly the years goes on, and in 1913 we have something called as Nobel Prize for Literature. Who got it? Rabindranath Tagore. For which book? Gitanjali. Okay, where the mind is without fear. For that book, for that poem. There are many poems inside it where the mind is without fear and walk alone. Okay, just read that book. It is very interesting. Fine. So this is one incident which happens in 1913. But by this time, there is one more one more leader who is going to come inside India, and now there is a change in the history. There is a change in the fight for the freedom struggle. What is that? Yeah, a young guy like you who was born in Porbandar. Okay, Porbandar. This guy he did a law degree and he was searching for a job. When he was searching for a job, he got an information that in newspaper in South Africa there is a very big businessman. Okay, there is a very big businessman, and this businessman he is a Gujarati, so he is in search of a lawyer who can speak English and Gujarati both. English and Gujarati both. So now he thought that yes, I am the perfect person here. I am a lawyer. I am a first grade lawyer here in India. So why can't I go and do this job? So now this Mahatma Gandhi, or you can say Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, he goes to South Africa, and you know what happened with him. He was thrown out from train, etc., etc. You know what happened with him. So now he goes and he fights this case. Okay, he fights this case, and in South Africa he wins this case. Imagine an Indian lawyer, he goes in South Africa, where South Africa was also ruled by Britishers. It was also ruled by whom? Britishers. So he fought against the British rule and he took back the case and he won this case. So on the last few days of this, when he was about to return into India, almost like he has spent 15 years there, and almost like he's just about to come back to India. That time he had a tea party, the businessmen they are giving tea party. Suddenly he saw a newspaper on a table, he took that and now he's reading it. So now the newspaper says that the people, the Indians, especially Indians, and black Africans, okay, those who don't have ID card, they will not be permitted on the streets. Okay, imagine you have all other card, right? If I say that at any time, night, morning, evening, any time, if you don't have Aadhaar card, policeman can arrest you. They are making that kind of law. So what is happening? Your fundamental rights is violated. So now this is, Gandhi is getting doubt on this. What kind of law is this? This is not a good law. So now Gandhi says that I'm going to fight for this. Are you all ready? Now this businessman, they thought, right, okay, what happened? I called you for some other reason, but you are going in different direction. But that particular day was a changing, like a turning point in history. They all came together and they all gathered people. Okay, the next day, what happened? Within few days, this businessman and all the Indians in South Africa, they say that everyone come together. We will take our ID card and we'll burn it. Imagine if I say you, tomorrow bring your original Aadhaar card. We'll all burn it. Will you do it?
No, sir.
Why? Why? That is what, imagine, that is the power of Gandhi. Why he was able to influence lakhs of people, millions of people. If he is dying with hunger, people will also die. They will come and say, Gandhi, please don't die. Like that. What made him so special? Okay, this is the thing. So he goes in South Africa. All Indians are there in South Africa. Anyone can be arrested. But he managed to convince that, yes, I will burn this ID card. Okay, original, not duplicate, Xerox, original. So everyone came. He collects all the ID card, and policemen are there just waiting. Okay, if you burn, you will be lathi charge. Okay, so Gandhi says, okay, no problem. He takes each and every ID card and he starts burning it. And police they came and they are beating him very bad. Okay, hands, legs, everything they are beating with lathis. And now all people are getting angry. Okay, such a big lawyer, such a good gentleman, he is not doing anything. Only the problem is law. Your law is not correct. Correct? Your law is not correct. So people now slowly they are getting angry against these people. What we say? Britishers. And slowly all these people they gather forces, they get unity and they fight against the British and Gandhiji wins the case there. It is just in newspaper in India that there is a lawyer who is challenging the British Empire. Who is challenging the British Empire in South Africa. So who is that? Who is that? This Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. This was a news. So he had a very good, influence there in South Africa, and from there Satyagraha he started there. Then he's coming back to India. So when he's coming back to India, he is just 46 years. What is his age? 46 years. And on 9th of January 1915, he returns to India. Okay, 9th of January 1915, he returns to India. And now what happens? Imagine this is Bombay. So the ship which he was coming, in the same ship, see nowadays, maybe in school or colleges you have done like this, that if you are going in a government bus, the conductor or the driver will be friendly with you. Correct? Some they will be talking very nicely. They'll become friend with you, right? So Gandhiji had a friend in a ship. The captain of the ship was Gandhiji's friend. So imagine how Gandhiji would have traveled in ship and how he had made friendship. Okay. So now what happens? Gandhiji is coming to India in a ship, and in the same ship there is Britain Queen. A queen is that Britain Queen is also coming. At the same time, the people here in India they got to know that Gandhiji is coming. So now to see that leader, to see that Gandhiji in Bombay, there is lot of crowd here. Okay, there are two gates. One is gate one and gate two. So what happens? All the people they were in gate one. Okay, they were gate one and they were expecting Gandhiji to come from this gate one. But that from that gate, the queen is going to come. Okay, now the moment the queen is coming out, she's waving hand. Oh my God, to see me, so many people are there. Okay, she was so happy, and suddenly the people, Indian people, they look. Hey, where is Gandhi? She is queen. Arey, isko nahi, hum, we'll go different way. So now they all went. They all went in the second gate, and now Gandhi is coming. Okay, so queen got a doubt. Who is this man? A dhoti clad man. Dhoti. He's always wearing dhoti. Who is this guy? For him, these people are there. So Britishers are telling that he's just a leader. South Africa, he did some case and he's a big thing. That's it. Now he comes to India and now people are waiting. Okay, Hindu Mahasabha is waiting. Muslim League is waiting. Indian National Congress is waiting. All these people are waiting. They are telling Gandhiji, Gandhiji, come and join my party. Gandhiji, you come and join my party because you don't like Hindu-Muslim fight. No, so you come and join my party. Muslim League is telling Aga Khan. Hindu Mahasabha is telling Gandhiji, you are Hindu. Okay, you have read Bhagavad Gita and all these things, so you have to read. You have to come and join here. Indian National Congress leaders they are telling no Gandhi, you come and join here. Okay, so from 1915, what Gandhiji says that is all fine. Okay, I want to do good for the Indians, but I will not join any political party. First, I want to see how Indians are. Okay, today, suppose if I take challenge, if I take risk, and if I'm going ahead, and if I got to know that people are not coming from back, I'm not getting any support. For example, that Kaipul, that video, Vadivel is going forward, and when he looks back, there is no one. If something happens like that, what will happen? So now Gandhiji decides that, okay, I will travel the whole India. First, I'll check what is the status, and then I will join the politics, whichever party I want. So from this Sabarmati ashram, he starts traveling down. This is happening in 1916. Okay, 1916. Now here down, he is in a place called as Madurai. Okay, he goes to Madurai, and in Madurai, what happens? There is a river, Vaigai River. There are few incidents which is mentioned in my experiment with truth. This incident is not mentioned in this book. The incident which I am going to tell you now, it is not mentioned even in this book. I am telling you from my experiment with truth. But why I am telling you this? Because in short while you get to know. Got it? So Gandhiji was traveling down south, and there was a Vaigai river. If there is a home like this, he just opened the window and he was just relaxing. So one day what is odd, he opened the window and he was just watching outside. An old lady, she was washing her clothes. So what she did, she removed the upper part of her sari. She's just dipping in the water and she's drying it up. Okay, and the Madurai heat, Tamil Nadu heat is so much that even if you keep an egg outside, it will be like, fried egg. Okay, the heat is so much in the month of May. So now this Gandhiji is watching that lady has doing this activity. After drying that upper part, she's wrapping that down. She's removing that bottom part, washing it, and again wearing it and walking. So Gandhi was shocked. This is a level of poverty that Indian women are facing, right? Next, when he was thinking, he saw one man. He is not wearing any dress on his body. He is just wearing a langot. You know that wrestlers will wear, right? He's just wearing a langot. He's taking one that agriculture plow we say, right? That plow, big thing. He's just taking in his hand and he's just having a towel on his head. And very old man. He's just walking around. Say he's walking. So Gandhiji thought, I am wearing such a well pant, shirt, coat, everything. Look at this. If I want to be a leader of these guys, I want to change like them. This was a thought going on in his mind. And one day, this Gandhiji, he gave a famous speech in Madurai. All students, the law college students, they are all sitting, and Gandhiji gave a famous speech. He's telling that, dear Indians, boycott the British goods. Okay, dear Indian citizens, dear Indian peoples, Tamilians, you have to wear dhotis and lungis. Only then handicrafts will come up, India will come up. And you know, speciality of Tamil students will cross question, one question. Then why you are wearing this? You know, they are asking, okay, Gandhiji, you are telling us, but why are you wearing pant and shirt, suit and tie? Okay, first you change. Then Gandhiji told, okay, I'll change it. So what happened for the first time? Gandhiji realized that I should be first an Indian. I should be first an Indian. So he came down here in Madurai. He changed his attire. From that day, he changed his attire. He tried to shave his head, everything, because the heat is so much. Okay, you can see in South, people always they like to shave their head. Why? Because of sweat, dandruff, and all these things, they want to always keep their hairs little less. So now Gandhiji decided to shave his head, everything, and he changed his attire. So from here now he is going to travel to different parts of India. Why did I tell this story, which is not mentioned in this book, Bipin Chandra and Spectrum Rajiv Iyer also. CDS 2000, I think 2014. CDS 2014, there was a question asked, where did Gandhiji shave his head? Option A, Bihar. Option B, Champaran. Option C, Gujarat. Option D, South India. Where did Gandhiji shave his head? This was the question asked. Yeah, Yorker ball, like Malinga is bowling, the question is like that. Yeah. So what is the answer? In my lecture class, I told Madurai. Okay, but our smarter students, they say, sir, आपने मदुरई बताया था, but option में South India. अभी ऐसे students को what can I do, right? You need to know. That's why geography. You first study geography. Madurai is different. Mathura is different.
Mathura is in.
Okay, nowadays actually you have mobile phone. Things are like what is happening. Those days, what happened? Indian Army soldier from South. First of all, he don't know English. He don't know how to write. That time there was no Google, no Word, MS Word, nothing like that. So he instead of Madurai, he will write Madura. Okay, I'll tell one word. Okay, tell me what is this?
Mathura.
Yeah,
Mathura.
Sattama solo.
Mathura.
Madura. I'll take you to Madurai. Actually, I am from that city, so I'll tell you. Okay. If you go to that city and if you ask what is this, Mejra College. What is this? Mejra College. Okay, Mejra College. Now some old grandpa, my grandpa's friend and all. Okay. If I ask them what is this is Madura. There is a Madura. Okay, like that. Now imagine an Indian Army soldier in 1970s. What he will do? He'll write all his name, everything, and he will write Madura. Now a postman from North India, what he will read? Mathura. Mathura, and it will go to Uttar Pradesh. The box which you should come to Tamil Nadu, it will go to Uttar Pradesh. Okay, this is the thing. So coming back to the question, UPSC is asking that, okay, you are reading history, fine. I am not asking how much rupees blade the Gandhiji, brought to shave his head. UPSC is just asking Baba, where did he shaved his head? They are not giving Madurai direct option, just South India. So close. Okay, got the point. Now he goes to different part, and now he was just sick and tired. You know, the travel sickness was there. He was just resting. At night, at afternoon 1:30, he saw one old man, very old man, with an old bag, okay, very shabbily dressed. He's coming, and his leg, he has no chappal, and he's when he saw his leg, all thorns were like pinched, and it was bleeding. It was very bad situation. Gandhiji saw him and he told, "Who are you? Why you are walking like this?" So he told that, "Who is Gandhi here? I want to see Gandhi, some leader who is traveling in train. Who is that?" So that old man who was in 70s, he told he's asking for Gandhi, and Gandhi himself received him, and he told, "First we will talk. First, give him first medical treatment." Medical treatment was given. And one more thing I'll tell you, Gandhi was so such a kind of person. He will always give medical treatment to anyone. Okay, medical treatment to anyone, even a human or a cat or a dog or a goat. If he will be playing with goats. Suddenly, if the goat falls down and it is fractured, he will try to fix that fracture with that goat. Okay, this is what it is. And one day when he was traveling, there are many incidents. There are many incidents when he was traveling here in one village here in Deccan. He was just night time. It was night time, and he heard a loud music, drums going on everywhere. It is going on, and suddenly what happened? He asked the villagers, "What is that drums?" So these people are telling Kali Devi Puja, Kali Devi Puja. So the function is going on. So what do you do in Kali Devi Puja? You come, I will show you. So now these people, they told there are hundreds of goats. Okay, there are hundreds of goats. They are going to sacrifice these hundreds of goats. This is what the villagers told. Gandhiji got angry. He is going and telling, did Kali Devi come and tell you sacrifice 100 goats? He is asking questions to villagers. Now imagine, the village panchayat leader. He will get a proud moment in killing that goats only. That is his, Olympic gold medal moment. Okay. But now there is a gentleman, Gandhiji is coming and he is asking him question. There is anger, but at the same time, Gandhi is trying to talk to him. What is this? So now he is telling that, no, I will cut this goat at any cost. Otherwise, God will be angry and there is no rain in my village. So now what Gandhiji told, okay, you do one thing. First you kill me. My Atma will go and talk to Kali and you will get flood only. Okay, no rain, you will get flood. Is it okay? So when this Gandhiji told, that time these villages, they decided, okay, we will not kill goat. That was the power of negotiation. Like he told, Gandhiji is a very good interpreter. So now these are some incidents. So he goes here, he gives medical treatment, and now he asks, what is your name? This man is telling, my name is Rajkumar Shukla. What is his name? Rajkumar Shukla. So this Rajkumar Shukla, what happened, Rajkumar? So Gandhi, he is telling, dear Gandhi, you come to my village. You are here, no? Please come to next village and come and see what is the pathetic situation of the farmers there. So Gandhiji told, okay, tomorrow we will go. Okay. Next day, Gandhiji along with his team, Rajendra Prasad is also there. Okay, Rajendra Prasad, everyone, they are going with the team. Suddenly, the two British officers, they are coming. Gandhi, you are not allowed to go inside this village. Okay, so Gandhiji says that I am not going to create any violence. I am not against the government. I have the right to move. Okay, so I will go. So now the policemen, they don't know what to do. They are calling their senior officers. Then they are telling Gandhiji is talking about rights. Okay, Gandhiji is talking about rights. So what to do? So the senior officer is telling allow him inside. When he goes inside, he see that one old man is lying on the floor, just breathing, no food to eat. People are only bones are available. Okay, like that situation. So when Gandhiji asked what happened, so the Rajkumar Shukla, he told that there is a system called as Tin Khatia system. What is that? In Khatia system, the Britishers are telling that this part of land will be for the farmers and the rest part of land will be for the Britishers for the indigo cultivation. Which cultivation? Indigo cultivation. And this happens in 1900. Why? Why the Britishers are forcing here? Okay, here there is an island called as Caribbean island. Have you heard it? Okay, then there is a country called as Germany. So all over Caribbean island, Germany, Europe, what is happening? Indigo revolution is happening. The country which will bring indigo is making more business. Okay, market, business. So in Caribbean island, when the Britishers were ruling that island, these Caribbean people got angry. They got independence before India. Okay, in 1900s only these people they got independence and Britishers they went away, they ran away from that place. But Now the market is falling in Europe. They don't know what to do. They saw, suppose if this is Earth, this is equator, this is India here, and this is Caribbean island here. So the climatic condition here in Caribbean island and here in India is same. So what they did, why can't I shift my market production here in India? So they shifted this indigo production where in India. So Indian farmers were under stress that they have to produce the indigo plant. This was one reason. Next, what Germany did, Germany is manufacturing an artificial indigo kind of color kind of thing. So Germany is also ahead in market. Britishers, they don't want these people to go ahead. Even today, First World War, Second World War, who is blamed? Understood. So now this is the competition. So now Britishers, they came, they introduced Tin Khatia system. Gandhiji got angry. He told, I will fight against this. And he fought against this and he had a victory. Okay, he had a victory. Rajkumar Shukla, everyone, they were happy. And the British administration, they agree that, okay, I will stop this system. I will not force farmers to pay taxes, or I will stop this kind of system. Gandhiji had victory. Now from here, Gandhiji is going back. Okay, Gandhiji is going back to a place called as Ahmedabad. Where is Ahmedabad? Gujarat. Ahmedabad is? And where is Allahabad? Yeah, both are in different states. Okay, fine. Now here in Gujarat, there is a place called as Ahmedabad. Here there is a mill industry. Okay, the workers here, they were demanding 50% increase in the bonus. 50% increase in the bonus. But now their demand was not fulfilled, so they don't know what to do. They asked the help of Gandhiji. Okay, they asked the help of Gandhiji. What Gandhiji told, don't ask for 50%, ask for 35%. And what you can do is that, suppose if this is the mill, go and sit in front of the mill. Don't work. You all go and sit in front of the mill. Don't do anything. Don't give bad words. Don't throw stones. No violence. Okay, just keep doing it. One day the mill owner will come and talk to you. So what happened? This worked out and Gandhiji had a second success. So here this one gentleman is watching. In 1913, the person who got the Nobel Prize, he's watching Gandhiji from top. Okay, he came here. In South Africa also he did something great. In India also he's coming and he stopped this Champaran, this Satyagraha Din Khatya system. Now in Ahmedabad also he's creating magic. Now Gandhiji is happy. But at the same time here there is another place called as Kheda. What is that? Kheda. So Kheda village, what happened? It is next near like Bardoli and all these places. Here Sardar Patel, with the help of Sardar Patel. Now who is this Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel? He is the son of Vittalbhai Patel. Okay. Sardar Patel. Vallabhbhai Patel was a great lawyer. Okay. He was practicing in this Gujarat High Court and all. Everything, he was doing it. But he never liked Gandhiji before. But when he got the information that Gandhiji is going to give a speech in this place, so he decided, okay, let me go and see. I am also a lawyer, he is also a lawyer. So he also studied in Europe. Let me go and see. So he just go and he's just listening. So when Gandhiji spoke, Sir Vallabhbhai Patel, from that day he became the follower of Gandhiji. Okay, so that is the power. So now Vallabhbhai Patel, with the help of Vallabhbhai Patel, all these people, Gandhiji, there was no rain. Okay, so the farmers could not pay taxes in the Kheda. So now the Gandhiji told, don't pay the taxes, we will tell the reason. Okay, we'll tell the reason. So this was the third success of Gandhiji. You got the point? When all these three success Gandhiji met in India, Rabindranath Tagore favorably called him Mahatma. Okay, now here AFCAT kind of questions. Who gave the title Mahatma to Mahatma Gandhi? Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, now let us come to UPSC kind of questions. Okay, I haven't even discussed this before in previous classes. Now, what is the UPSC question? UPSC will ask Gandhiji's first civil disobedience movement. What is this? Which movement is called as Gandhiji's first civil disobedience movement? Next question. Which movement is called as Gandhiji's first non-cooperation movement? Okay. Next question. Which movement is called as Gandhiji's first hunger strike in India? Okay. First hunger strike in India. This is the question asked. Okay, this is the question asked. Now, here, this kind of special information, what exam requires, it is not there in Bipin Chandra, but it is there in this book. Okay, it is there in this book. The heading itself starts with Gandhiji's civil disobedience movement. So here, if the question is Gandhiji's civil disobedience movement, the answer will be Champaran Satyagraha. What is that? Champaran Satyagraha. Do you remember Rajkumar Shukla's story I have told you? Right? So that story you have to remember. Okay, Champaran Satyagraha, Gandhiji's first civil disobedience movement. Understood? Next, Gandhiji's first hunger strike, Ahmedabad mill strike. Ahmedabad mill strike. And Gandhiji's first non-cooperation movement, Kheda Satyagraha. Kheda Satyagraha. Kheda Satyagraha. Written?
Yes, sir.
Kheda Satyagraha. Okay. So these are some important points. Maybe in exam they will ask you. Okay. Past 5-6 years there is no questions on Gandhiji, Nehruji and all. Every question is on Sardar Patel and Madan Mohan Malviya. Okay. Done boys? Okay. So this is the, now Gandhiji has declared his arrival. Okay. He has declared his arrival that he is capable of doing some things in India. Okay. But now the challenge is from the other leaders. What Lokmanya Tilak is thinking. Okay. What at the same time what is happening? Now here I mentioned a year that is 1917. Correct no? In 1907, who goes to 18 months prison in Andaman Nicobar? Lokmanya Tilak. So his 18 months duration is over. So now he is going to come back again in India. That means what he is going to do? Balagangadhar Tilak. Okay. On one side, Gandhiji is coming. In the same year, what Tilak is doing. Okay. In the same year, what Tilak is doing. When Tilak came back from Andaman Nicobar, and again when he see the situation of Indian National Congress, he was shocked, he was sad that there is no leader, there is no unity, okay, something is wrong going on, we have to do something. So what Tilak told, I am going to start Home Rule Movement. Okay, I am going to start Home Rule League Movement. Okay, Home Rule League. Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. That kind of dialogues. Now we are going to see that. Okay, so here Tilak is telling that I will make awakening among the people that we have to fight for Swaraj, self-rule, okay, establishment, self-own government. All these things are going on. But on the other side, Gandhiji decide I will not join any political party. I will not join Home Rule League movement also. This is not the right time because I want to see how people are. I want to see, even if I join any party, I will make it sure that people will follow Satyagraha way. That was Gandhiji's idea. He was clear in his idea in the beginning. So now Tilak what he is doing in this area, Maharashtra, Gujarat, okay, Karnataka, all this region, Madhya Pradesh, he is doing Home Rule League movement. But by the time, what happens, from America, there is a lady, her name is Dr. Annie Besant. Who is that? Yes, Dr. Annie Besant. What she is doing, she belongs to a society called as Theosophical Society. She belongs to a society called as Theosophical Society, and this society was started by Madame Blavatsky. The headquarters was in New York. The headquarter was in New York. Okay, so what these guys they do? They don't believe in any statues. Okay, statue worship. They don't believe in holy book. Any Bhagavad Gita is a holy book of Hindu. Quran is a holy book of Muslim. They don't believe in that. They believe in one thing, that service to men is service to God. Okay, that kind of thing. So these kind of people, they started going in different part of the world. So Annie Besant, she was one of the member of Theosophical Society. She came to India. She came to which place here? India. And now the moment she gets into India, she realized that Indians don't need this kind of ideas. They right now they require freedom because lot of atrocities are done by whom? By the Britishers. So Annie Besant, she joins Indian National Congress. Okay, Annie Besant joins which party here? Indian National Congress, and she is working very hard. When there was a gap, when there was no leader here, so Annie Besant she joins Indian National Congress and she is working hard towards the propagation of the ideas. Slowly, with her efforts, in 1917, what happens? The Indian National Congress made her the president of INC, and by this there is an achievement. The first lady, the first female to be the president of Indian National Congress is Annie Besant. Did you understand? Okay, this is what happens. Now, at the same time, This Lokmanya Tilak and Annie Besant, okay, they had an idea, a very good idea. What Annie Besant was doing, Bal Gangadhar Tilak was doing Home Rule League movement only in Deccan area. Correct? No, only in this Deccan area. Yeah.
Everything is happening in same year.
Same year, 1915 to 17. Imagine Gandhi is coming and he's traveling. We saw that. Now we are watching, and on the other side, Indian National Congress, what is happening. At the same time, you should understand what is going to happen in Punjab, Bhagat Singh. Okay, and then what is happening here with the Bengal and all this region. Okay, you have to connect it. So now what happens? Bal Gangadhar was doing Home Rule League movement here in only in Deccan, and Annie Besant was doing all over India. Annie Besant was doing all over India. They both decided, why can't I join together? So they both joined together, and Home Rule League movement, it took a different turn. Okay, it took a different turn, and now this Home Rule League movement, it became very famous. Okay, by 1917 it becomes very famous, and they persuaded Gandhiji, you also come and join. We will make it India free. Okay, like that. So now slowly what happens here during this moment, Swaraj is my birthright and I shall have it. This was a famous dialogue given by whom? By Bal Gangadhar Tilak. Imagine he was always hated by these leaders, Congress, other leaders. But still, at the end, what happened when he was about to die? He, Annie Besant, all these people they came together and they decided, if I want to make Indian National Congress strong, very strong, we have to work on Congress Working Committee. We have to make a group of youngsters who will go in villages, door to door they will go and they will talk about Indian National Congress. We have to make our people ready. Okay, we have to work on it. Whose idea was this? Tilak ideas was that. Okay, then budget. Tilak is telling that we have to make a budget. All these ideas Tilak is telling, and it was discussion. It was in discussion, but by late 1920s, like in the beginning of 1920s, August 1, Tilak died. Got it? Lokmanya Tilak, Bal Gangadhar Tilak, he dies. And then slowly what happens on the other side? Let us go to the world. In Europe, okay. In Europe, what is happening? There is a person called as Franz Duke Ferdinand. Have you heard about this person? The King Ferdinand. Okay. I'll tell you what it is. Okay, this is Europe. Look here, everyone, just 5 minutes more. In Europe, what is happening here? There is a king Ferdinand, and his queen is from Austria. So they both were just going, for a function. In a red carpet entry, everything was going on. Suddenly, one young boy, okay, he took a gun and he killed this king and the queen. Okay, he killed this king and the queen. So now, when this king and king got killed in Slovakia, no, Slovenia. So in this place, this Slovenia country now it is under pressure. Who is responsible? The Ferdinand, because Austrian king queen is dead and the Ferdinand is also dead. So now Germany, okay, Germany is on one side, Slovenia is on one side, okay, then Russia is on one side. All these things are there. Okay, so now what happens? Slovenia is telling that I didn't do it. This boy is from some other country. Okay, but now slowly the blame game started. Germany immediately they told, I whatever happens, if war going to start, I will support Slovenia. So Germany started supporting this small country. So when Germany started supporting, the blame went to Russia that maybe it is their plan. So now Russia is afraid. This is USSR. I am talking about what? Now Russia is afraid. Now immediately what Russians did, they panicked. They were panicking. So immediately they started gathering forces. The Russian forces are doing drill, parade, firing, all this exercise they started. Now Germany they saw this. So what Germany thought, okay, you are giving me challenge, I will also make my forces ready. So Germany also made its forces ready. So when this thing was going on, immediately big brother is coming, France. Okay, France is telling Russia and Germany don't fight. France will always play this game, and finally, this culprit will be the reason for the war. Okay, so now France, what it does, it tells to Russia, don't do this, don't do this. Germany is telling, don't do that. Okay, but now Germany, this Germany is thinking that okay, if we are going and attacking Russia, Russia can attack anytime. So if I want to attack Russia, first I have to kill France. What Germany is thinking? Okay, see, actually, if you see the map in down, we can see this is France. This is Germany and this is Russia. So if Germany forces goes and attack Russia, who will come from back? France. So what Germany thought, first I will attack France, then I will go and meet Russia. By the time Russia forces comes here, I can win this. So Germany thought, first I will attack France. Now France is afraid. France is telling, I am trying to solve the problem, but this Germany is attacking me. How dare? So Russia, we both are friends. Okay. So Russia and France, they are friends. Immediately they are gathering force. Now they are telling, okay, dear England, what you are doing? We are going for a war. Okay, are you having cup of tea? Come on, join for a war. Now the UK is telling, I am, neutral. I don't like this war. Why? Because they are doing business in India. They don't want the business to be spoiled. So now the UK is telling, no, I don't like this war. I know the cost of war. Okay, already my men, they go to America and I thought they are my men. They attacked me and they have told America is independent. American Revolution, right? Some businessmen, they went from UK to America. Okay, they go and there are French people here. So when the UK people they went, France people they are beating UK people. Get out, get out. So now UK people told you be wait, I'll bring my gang. Okay, so now the king he sent lot of troops. After the war was over, what this businessman, all these people they did, they told, dear king, I don't want your help. This is independent America. They declare independent. So now you can know what is happening. Okay, so now suddenly Germany is thinking, okay, if UK goes and joins, again it is a problem. Germany is attacking UK also. So now UK it becomes friend. One day all of a sudden what happens? Russia forces they come towards the border of that Germany and all this thing and they are doing drill. Suddenly the Germany, there is confusion. Okay, number of forces is getting more. Someone should fire, someone should kill. Suddenly there was firing and that day, it is 1914. The 1914, the shelling, the firing which started, it went on for 4 years till 1918. Okay, till 1980. Now, how this war was, there was some trench built, and this trench was near about 5,000 kilometer. Imagine from here, this trench, from Russia border, the French have built the trench till this France. Okay, trench means like 10 feet deep. Okay, and soldiers are there inside. For 4 years, soldiers are there inside trench by shifting the duties like that. This thing happened. After the war got over, what happened? Turkey. Okay, Germany, Italy, they were on one side. UK, USSR, France, they all won. Okay, and what they did, first they told Turkey, Germany, Italy, they are the reason for the war. And Treaty of Versailles was signed. What is signed? According to Treaty of Versailles, what UK told, dear Germany, whatever coal mines you have, okay, whatever coal mines you have, these coal mines you have to give us for 99 years. How many years? Only 99 years you have to give it to UK. So from London to Berlin there is a railway track. Okay, fill the coal, take the coal to England. Okay, why they were taking coal? Because they were minting iron. Okay, industrial revolution. This is how industrial revolution started. Okay, the steam engine or diesel engine when it started. So before that it was coal. Everything was running on coal. So coal was like a diamond. Coal was like a diamond in industry. Coal was taken. Now here in Turkey, what happened? The Turkey leader was a caliph. Okay, caliph. Caliph means this guy will be the Muslim head. You have Pope, right? You have Pope for the Christians. Like that, you have a guy called as Caliph for the Muslims. So in 1919, when this Treaty of Versailles was formed, here in this deal, it was decided that UK is deciding that there will not be anyone called as Caliph. Turkey has lost. We are removing that Caliph also. So Muslims all over the world they were angry. Muslims all over the world they were angry. They told, how come you remove our religious leader? Turkey has lost, but why you are removing our religious leader? So India was ruled by whom? Britishers. So now the Indian Muslims they are all getting angry. Okay, Indian Muslims they are called as Ali brothers. So these Ali brothers they are starting a movement called as Kilafat Movement. What is this movement? Kilafat Movement. So this is going on one side. Now on the other side, what Gandhiji is doing in 1919, he is about to start a movement called as non-cooperation movement. Which movement he is going to start? Non-cooperation movement. Gandhiji is telling that we will not buy Indian like foreign goods. Okay, we will not use foreign liquor, etc., etc. Gandhiji is starting, and he told 66th of April 1919. What is the date here? Very, very important. Now slowly you will understand what is happening with the Roulette Act, and then behind your mind you have to keep running one thing, that is safety valve theory. Okay. Now let me prove one more thing. Okay, so Gandhiji told on 6th of April 1919, I am going to start a movement. I am going to start a action against the Britishers. So now Britishers are confused what to do. Okay, and already in Punjab and Bengal there was violence. Okay, some people got confused. They don't know the calendar. Hindu calendar and English calendar is different, right? So Gandhiji told 6th April, but they did this Hartal in Delhi in 30 of March. In Delhi, what happened? People went on 30 of March and they did it. And when they realized, no, it is 6 days after, they stopped it. But during this movement, what happened? Lot of people, they died. So now, Britishers, they all already had an idea that if Gandhiji does this on 6th of April, it will be a very big issue. We have to do something. Britishers are thinking. Immediately, they brought a very serious and dangerous officer, that is General Dyer. Okay, so General Dyer, he's been brought and given the charge of the Punjab area. Okay, and Punjab, there was a governor, his name is Michael Doan. Okay, Michael Doan. So, what is happening? There was one act called as Roulette Act. What is this act? British government has passed the Roulette Act. According to this act, if anyone is having weapons, okay, if anyone is having weapon, any Indian having weapon, he will be arrested. He will be arrested and he will not get bail. Okay, without arrest warrant. Without arrest warrant, he will be arrested. He will not get bail. Why people were doing like this? Because in Punjab and Bengal, the violence activities was increasing day by day. Okay, try to come back to this point. 1907, what is happening? Indian National Congress got divided. So that doesn't mean that everything is stopped. When Indian National Congress got divided, people are taking guns in their own hand and they are killing the British officers. So from 1907 till 1917, this 10 years there is violence, very dangerous violence. All IS collector they have been killed. Okay, governors are killed. So British are not knowing what to do. They want to stop this gun culture. Okay, they want to stop this gun culture. So they brought Rowlatt Act. Anyone in Punjab, Bengal, or in India, if they are found with weapons without arrest warrant, they are going to be arrested and they will not get bail. Okay, this was the law. So Gandhiji was against all these things. Okay, and other many things also. So he decided to start a non-cooperation movement. Okay, but on the same time, Michael Doan, the Punjab governor, he was aware that something is going to happen in this month of April. So he ordered General Dyer to control the mob. If any time in future, if there is a mob, you have to control it. But by this time in Punjab, there are two leaders. Okay, Dr. Saifuddin Kichlu. These names they may ask you. Okay, Dr. Saifuddin Kichlu and Dr. Satyapal. Dr. Saifuddin Kichlu and Dr. Satyapal, these two leaders were arrested in Punjab. Okay, and on one side of Punjab, people were protesting to release these guys. Okay, so on one side of Punjab, people were telling that you release Dr. Saifuddin Kichlu and Satyapal because they haven't done anything. On the other side, here on in same Punjab, this incident happens on 13th of April 1919. This is a very special day in Punjab, that is Baisakhi Day. Baisakhi is a festival. Baisakhi is a festival. This festival was celebrated by the local Punjabis in a bagh called as Jallianwala Bagh. Okay, so some 300 men, 300 to 400 men and women, they assembled here and they were dancing, they were playing, they were celebrating this Baisakhi Day. And now there is on the same day, on the other side of that city, people were protesting for the release of Dr. Saifuddin Kichlu and Satyapal. Now when Michael Doan ordered to control this mob, what General Dyer did, he came to Jallianwala Bagh. Okay, he came to Jallianwala Bagh and he told that yes, I will teach these Indians a very good lesson. In future, they will not even think of going for a movement or riots. So you know what is the incident after that? What happens, right? Okay, so after this, what happens? There are two leaders. Gandhiji, he gets angry and he gives away a title called as Kaisar-e-Hind. Okay, this was the title given by the Queen in South Africa during a war in Boer War. You can take down Boer War in South Africa. He got this title Kaisar, Kaiser, Kaisar-e-Hind, and Rabindranath Tagore. He got one more title called as Knighthood. He was having this title of knighthood given by the Queen of Britain. So these two gentlemen, they gave away this title back to the British. They protested against this Jallianwala Bagh incident and they gave back to this British. Got the point? Okay? Okay. So tell me in world what was happening during 1914 to 1918? World War One. So during World War One, Britishers, they don't know what to do. They came to Indians and they told, "Dear Indians, I want your help. Okay, to win this war, I want your help. Otherwise, you and me all are in loss." So what the Indians they did? Okay, I will help you, but when will you give me freedom? Okay, Lokmanya Tilak, all these people they are telling, when will you give us the freedom? So at that time, these Britishers are telling that we will give you freedom as soon as the war is over. Okay, as soon as the war is over, we will declare freedom. That was the promise made. So everyone participated. Indians happily participated. Okay, that's the reason Punjabis they have gone to Berlin and they had participated. Okay, and here there is a very famous leader called as Captain Mohan Singh. Remember this name? Okay, Captain Mohan Singh. He also participated in the World War One, but he got settled down in Japan. Okay, he was settling down in Japan. He never came to India. In future, what it does to India, that we'll see it in short while. So after World War One got over, as discussed in 1919, what they should have given? They should have given freedom. But what these guys did, they did Roulette Act Jallianwala Bagh incident. So they betrayed Indians. You got the point? So they betrayed Indians. So Indians were angry. Now slowly Indians are demanding, constitution, freedom, something like that. So during this time, 1990, Lokmanya Tilak is getting more serious. He's getting more angry, but he was not that. His age was not helping him to fight for that rights. Okay, this was going on. Now tell me, going back to one theory called as safety valve theory. Now tell me, do you agree that the safety valve theory is working somewhere for the Britishers? Yes? Yes? Okay, World War One, all these things, it is happening, right? So this is what some historians they say that this was a perfect planning by the Britishers to start a political party and keep postponing the freedom. Keep postponing the freedom and do whatever they want. Okay, so this was the idea. So this is one more incident in history. That is, the Indian National Congress could not stop this Jallianwala Bagh. They could not have a very great fight. So this is what happens. So slowly the demand for the freedom, the demand for the constitution increases. So by the year 1925, the British is getting confused what to do. So what they did, they set up a commission called as Simon Commission. Which commission they are setting up? Simon Commission. Between this 1920, okay, between 1920 to 1922, what happens? Okay, between 1920 to 1922, Gandhiji is launching non-cooperation movement, and he is becoming India's favorite leader. All people they are supporting non-cooperation movement. They are not wearing foreign clothes. Okay, all these things are going on. On the other side, these two brothers, Ali brothers, they also joined this non-cooperation movement with the help of Gandhiji. That is why it is called as Khilafat movement. It is called as what? Yes, it is called as Khilafat movement and things are going in a smooth direction. But unfortunately, there is an incident here in 1922. Okay, this incident is called as Chauri Chaura. What is that? Chauri Chaura, 22 policemen, they are burnt alive. So Gandhiji decides, this is wrong. My people are not ready. I don't want violence or bloodshed. I want this this freedom to be won with the help of Satyagraha. Britishers can be removed from the country only with the way of Satyagraha. This is what it is. So now Due to this incident, Gandhiji stopped this non-cooperation movement, and after that, Khilafat movement also lost its strength. Okay, this is what happening. Next comes Simon Commission. Okay, Simon Commission came to India with 7 members. They came to India with 7 members, and all these 7 members were British. They belong to England, and now they are going to decide whether Indians are capable to rule themselves or not. Okay, they are going to decide. Tell me, 7 members, all are from British. Will they say that yes, Indians are capable to rule themselves?
No, sir.
Already they are planning with safety valve, etc., etc. Right? No. So now what happens? This was one more issue with the protesters. Now, who is Punjab case? Line of Punjab. Okay. So now what happens is Britishers are going to come from Lahore, Pakistan to India. So now here there is an incident in Lahore. Lala Lajpat Rai and Bhagat Singh, they are joining this commission called as protest. They are joining this protest against this Simon Commission. Okay, but Simon Commission, they are not listening to it. They are just coming inside, and there is Simon go back. All this process is going on. Okay, now in the year 1928, when they come, they go back empty-handed. Simon Commission, they go back empty-handed, and in 1929, Gandhiji decides, I am going to start one more movement. After see how many years? After near about 7 years, 1922 Chauri Chaura incident. 1922 Chauri Chaura incident. After 7 years, 1929, Gandhiji decides for the first time, I will start one more movement. So what he does in the month of January, he gives a letter giving 11 points. Okay, he gives 11 points to the viceroy of this of this England, India, and he says that I am giving you January 31 as the last date. I am giving you January 31 as the last date, and before this, you have to accept all my 11 points. If you don't do this, I will go for a massive struggle. So what these Britishers were doing, they were laughing at it. They were telling, "Hey, who is this Gandhiji threatening us? He's telling, give me 11 points. What is this?" They're not taking seriously. The date goes. Now, in the month of February, Gandhiji decides that yes, this is the right time to start a movement. So, what is this 11 point? This is divided into three. The first sections here, 5 to 6 points, Gandhiji is saying that reduce the expenditure on the military. First World War, you have spent so much of money, but now why you are spending money in military? Reduce that. Next, reduce the taxes, etc., etc. And the last point, the 11th point was abolish salt tax. What is that? Salt tax. Britishers, they put tax on salt. That means even a common man requires salt. So now the common man has to pay a lot of money to buy salt. So what the common man will do? Due to poverty, he will not buy salt. He will not eat it. Okay, so what the Britishers did, they had put a tax on this salt. So Gandhiji told 11th point, abolish salt tax. They did not listen to it. So in the month of March, what Gandhiji did, from a place called as Sabarmati, from an ashram near Sabarmati, he marched towards Dandi along with 78 members of Indian National Congress. Along with 78 members of Indian National Congress, all these 78 members were men, and only one female was there. She was about to walk, but Gandhiji told that you can do one thing, go to the next village when we are about to approach and make everything ready for all these 78 members. So this female was Sarojini Naidu. Okay, so this is what has happened during that month, in the month of April, March and April. Imagine how hot it will be in Gujarat and those areas. Tropic of Cancer is just passing over it. Okay, so now from this Sabarmati to Dandi, Gandhi goes and he takes a pinch of salt, he dissolves in that sea water, and he claims the right of manufacturing salt free of cost. Manufacturing and using salt free of cost. What was happening here when Gandhiji was marching from Sabarmati to Dandi? Here in Delhi, Jawaharlal Nehru was ready with a big truck. In that truck, salt packets were there, and all people are ready in line. And when he got the news that Gandhiji has dissolved the salt, immediately Nehru started giving the salt pocket for all the citizens, like free of cost. Next, here there is a place called as Trichy, and here there is Vedaranyam. From Trichy to Vedaranyam, C. Rajagopalachari Chakravati, Rajaji, Rajagopalachari did satyagraha. When Gandhiji was walking here, he was walking towards this direction. Okay, and in Bengal, okay, from Sialkot, from this Bengal region also salt satyagraha was happening. Oh, now this is UPSC question. UPSC question is like this: NDA CDS. When Gandhiji was doing salt satyagraha here, who was doing in south? C. Rajagopalachari. Which place? Trichy to Vedanandi. Okay, like these questions they will ask. And now in Delhi it was Nehruji, etc. Now when this incident happens, now the police, the government, British, they want to control all these things. They arrested Nehru from here, they arrested Gandhi from here, they arrested Rajagopalachari from here, they arrested everyone and all are in different jail. Now Gandhiji goes and he is in a jail, that is Yerwada jail. Which is this jail? Yerwada jail in Pune. Gandhiji is arrested and he is into Yerwada jail. And what Gandhiji did inside Yerwada jail, he started hunger strike. He started hunger strike. And now, what happened when he was doing hunger strike? There was a wrong message in the society that Gandhiji died due to hunger strike. Okay, so people are more violent now. People are getting more violent. Government cannot control the violence. So now they don't know what to do. See, the Lord during that time it was Lord Irwin. So Lord Irwin, he went and directly approached Gandhiji inside jail. Lord Irwin is telling that, okay, Gandhiji, what do you want? Gandhiji, what do you want? So now Gandhiji says that let us have a deal. So this deal is Gandhi-Irwin Pact. This is called as what? Gandhi-Irwin Pact. So according to this pact, there are some rules. The first rule says that release all the political prisoners. Release what Gandhiji is telling? Release all political prisoner. Okay, political prisoner. Second, reduce the salt tax, reduce the military expenditure, give the Indian market some chance. Okay, there is a long list. So Irwin told, okay, fine, no problem. But Irwin did not accept one point. What is that one point? Yes, I will release, very important, I will release all the political prisoners, but that political prisoner should not have done any violence, should not have killed anyone, should not have, do anything violence. So in this case, if you see Bhagat Singh was inside jail. Okay, Bhagat Singh was also inside jail. In 1928, he's dropping bombs in Central Legislative Assembly. But what the Irwin is telling, Bhagat Singh is responsible in killing one of the police officer. So I will not release him. He will be hanged. Okay, so Gandhiji told fine. And now this is what is happening in 1929. Now the next important year is 1930. Okay, just 5 more minutes. Now in 1930, what happens? There is a meeting of Indian National Congress in place, which place? Lahore. And during this, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, okay, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, he was the president of Indian National Congress. So when in 1928, okay, when in 1928 Simon Commission is coming to India, Motilal Nehru gets angry, and what Motilal Nehru is telling, I will make my own constitution for Indians. I will start my own constitution for India. He started drafting it. And this constitution, the rough draft constitution was given on 26th of January 1930. 26th of January 1930 in which meeting? Lahore. So that's the reason, this session is very important. Now at the same time, in this Lahore meeting, Pandit Nehru and all the Congress leader, they are deciding Purna Swaraj. What is mean by Purna Swaraj? Complete independence. Complete independence should be our goal. Complete independence should be our goal. This goal was decided in 1930 by Pandit Nehru as a president of INC. Okay, this is one thing you have to remember. Now, at the same time, when the constitution was given, two people did not like this constitution. Motilal Nehru is giving a constitution. Two people don't like it. First is Subhash Chandra Bose, okay, and the second is his own son Jawaharlal Nehru. Okay, now why? Because this constitution says that Motilal Nehru in a hurry, what he did, he made a constitution making separate electorates. What is that? Separate electorates. Separate electorates means only Muslims can vote Muslims, Sikhs can vote Sikhs, Hindus can vote Hindus, Okay, like that. So this idea Nehru did not like. This idea Nehru did not like. So Nehru told this is not a very good, constitution, something like that. This issue was going on. But what is a good point here? 1930, we have something called as Purna Swaraj. Now, Lord Irwin and Gandhiji had a deal in 1929. According to this deal, Lord Irwin is telling that you come to England, you talk to the Prime Minister of England, and they will decide what is the date, and they will decide what is the date for the freedom. Okay, for your own constitution. So, first round table conference, second round table conference, and third round table conference. Three round table conference happened in history. The first round table conference, Indian National Congress, Gandhiji did not participate, but Muslim League participated. Understood? Muslim League participated. These are questions asked in exam. Who participated? Who did not participated? Second roundtable conference, Gandhiji participated. Muslim League did not participate. Third roundtable conference, Congress and Muslim League did not participate, but B.R. Ambedkar participated. Okay. Yeah, he participated in all these three conferences. Now, when Gandhiji was meeting the second roundtable conference, when the meeting was going on, all of a sudden Gandhiji was disappointed and he left that meeting and he came back to India. Why? Because even after going to the second roundtable conference, Britishers were not talking about the freedom. They were not talking about the framing of the constitution. Okay, they were talking something else. So Gandhiji was unhappy. He left that meeting and he came out. Okay, this is one reason that you have to keep in mind. So three roundtable conference over, and slowly what happens? Everything goes on fine till 3rd of September, 3rd of September 1939. Okay, 3rd of September 1939, Second World War starts. Second World War starts. Now again, British, they don't know what to do. They start asking help from Indians. Okay, they start asking help from Indians. Now Indians, they know that yes, you cheated us during World War One. Now we are not fools. I will not help you. So now here you have Nehruji, Mahatma Gandhi, Subhash Chandra Bose. Nehruji is telling, okay, Jawaharlal Nehru is telling that you declare the date for freedom and making the constitution, I will help you. Indians are ready to help in this war. Mahatma Gandhi is telling that no, when British is in war, it is not the right time to cheat them. We will participate and then we will discuss for the freedom. Subhash Chandra Bose is telling this is the right time, go and attack them. Okay, this is the right time. They are in difficulty. Go and attack them, and we'll get the freedom. Subhash Chandra Bose is in this idea. Okay, but finally, what happened? Now the Britishers, they want to win the hearts of Indians, so they came up with an offer called as August offer. In the month of August, September, next is August. They came up with an offer, August offer, to pacify Indians that come on, you come and join the war. But August offer failed. Then you have a mission called as Cripps mission. This failed. Then you have a plan called as Babel plan. This also failed. And finally, the Britishers, they agreed for the first time in 300 years. The Britishers are agreeing that, okay, Indians has the right to make their own constitution, and it was decided in what mission? Cabinet mission. But they were cunning. What they wanted is that Hindus and Muslims should fight. So what they decided, cabinet mission, Indians can make their own constitution. Chalo, what is that? Muhammad Ali Jinnah, you also come. Sardar Patel, you also come. Gandhiji, Nehruji, you also come. And slowly what happened? They started giving offers. Okay, so what to do? You want separate land? Muslims, they want to be in separate land. Tell me. Okay, like this, they started creating issues. And in future, you have seen the partition. Okay, so many things you have seen. That led to the division of India and Pakistan. Okay, in this meanwhile, what happens when the Second World War was going on? 8th of August 1942. 8th of August 1942, Gandhiji from Gwalior Fort, he declared do or die. Karenge ya marenge. Do or die. Or this is also called as Quit India Movement. This is also called as what? Quit India Movement. So tell me, who all participated? Who, according to you, what was the response of this Quit India Movement? Who all participated? Yes, tell loudly. Everyone, right? Everyone, such a great leader. Okay, almost the British is in war again. Again, we got a chance in the Second World War to get freedom, something like that, right? Yeah. Now, this was a question asked in UPSC NDA, and I think it was 2015. This was a question: who among the following did not participate in Quit India movement? Okay, who among the following? It is not Bose. Bose now leave it. Subhash Chandra Bose will leave it. First thing, the merchants. Second, the Communist Party of India. Third, Muslim League. Okay. Now, inside Congress, many they did not participate. So, it looks very serious. Quit India movement, Karenge Marenge, it looks so interesting. But if you see inside, this is the books. In books it is written, this many people did not participate. Now we have to see why. See, merchants did not participate because they were happy. Why they were happy? You might have seen during COVID-19, who made money? Who made money? One mask which was 5 rupees, 10 rupees, it shot to 150, right? So the sitting in one place, the merchants become rich. So you always keep one thing in mind: merchants and the trader and the businessmen, they always pray that there should be a disaster. Okay, there should be something problem going on, and my product should be sold without any efforts. So the merchants, they thought, if the war is going on, if I join this protest, the British will have problem, war will get over. If war will get over, I'll not get money. So they wanted this war. They were praying that this war should go on. Next, Communist Party of India. This Communist Party of India is telling that, thinking that we are working on the ideas based on Lenin. Who is Lenin? Russian leader, right? Russian leader. So we are working on his idea. And Communist Party of India was started in Tashkent. It was started in Tashkent. Okay. And Tashkent was a part of USSR. Uzbekistan. It was part of USSR. So now what happened? So Communist Party of India is telling, see, our role model is Lenin. And today, USA, UK, Russia, and France, they are in war against whom? Germany and Italy. So this is the team: USA, UK, Russia, and France. Russia and UK, they are in one team, right? Now we are in India, correct? But who is ruling India? UK is ruling India. Suppose if at this time, if I go and fight against this UK, and if UK fails, that means who will fail? Russia will fail. So let us try to support this war and let the Russia win. After that, we'll talk about freedom. You understood? So this was the Communist Party of India's idea. Next, here Muslim League. Muslim League, they are telling that I want Pakistan. I don't know about Quit India movement. Quit India movement is started by Gandhiji. Whatever started by Gandhiji or Nehruji, I'll not do it. Okay, this is one thing. And some this Congress party leaders, they also did not participate. So if you look at from outside, only one guy, Gandhiji, he is telling do or die, and very few people took it seriously. This is your UPSC question: who did not participate? Got the point? So the option at that time, it was all of the above, A, B, C, D. You think the level of the question what they have asked. Okay, so this is what happens, and this is the era of Gandhiji is over now. Today we have completed the era of Gandhiji. Now what is remaining? Extremism is remaining, uprising, tribal uprising is remaining. I'll tell you tomorrow in detail what happened with Birsa Munda, why he is called as Bhagwan, right? Bhagwan Birsa Munda, why he is called as Bhagwan Birsa Munda. Then Tamil Nadu, okay, Tamil Nadu leaders, we have Veerabandi Kattabomman, then we have Chidambaram Pillai, okay, Vausi Chidambaram, okay, who is that guy? Then from Maharashtra, who are some leaders? Okay, then small pocket leaders will see. That's it. Okay, this is your modern history. Got the point? Any doubts you have? You heard somewhere?
So
No.
Gandhiji was against World War I and World War II.
No, he was not against. He was against the war. He was correct. He is against the war. He wrote letter to Hitler also, but it was not like he don't want to support England. He wanted to support England, and after the war gets over, he wanted freedom. Okay, like that. But he was against the war, but not that against the British in war. Okay. Yes. Any other doubts? No. Chalo.